Society is sick, so why are you trying to join it, to conform to it? Why do you consider everything you do through the lens of what might people think? When most of those people that you're worried about what they think. What's this guy doing behind me? Am I getting carjacked right now? I guess he's trying to pull in some... Oh, he's backing up. So, this is evolutionary, okay? We survived in small bands of humans in the wild where you had to play along, you had to get along, you had to think the same. You had to... we didn't have writing. We had to pass on knowledge through storytelling and through very strong belief systems. What places were safe, not safe, what plants to eat, to not eat. Like, there were a lot of things that humans in the wild had to contend with, especially raising children and finding food and being safe and, dealing with the elements and the season change. That's why your desire to conform to society is so strong. It is something we all deal with. As somebody that is a self-proclaimed iconoclast, I still have that inkling to not want to disturb people or inconvenience them or draw attention to myself or whatever. And in a way, it is me caring what people think. So I'm not suggesting like I'm some, completely removed, detached individual that is able to like walk around naked on the streets or anything. Like, no, I don't have that kind of full detachment. You don't have to either. And most of us are not going to have that. But what we need to do is we need to be asking ourselves questions about the things we're doing, especially the things that we're stifling. Like maybe certain things we want to do, maybe certain things we want to say, maybe there's things we want to tell people, the feedback we need to give them about how we care, about how this bothers us, about how this, and yet we tend to take the path of least resistance, the path that's easier, that's less confrontational or less risky or whatever. Maybe we don't start that business because we're afraid of what people might say. We don't want to prove our friends right or our parents that doubted us or whatever. Now, fortunately, I didn't have that gene. I've been doing what I want to do for a long time. I don't care what people say or think. And I've never really had strong family influences in that way. So I've been able to just have a pretty open slate that I could kind of do what I needed to do. So I'm very fortunate for that. But, there's still always something that is indoctrinated into our brain from society. And really the question to ask yourself is like, why are you trying to conform to a sick society? Think about it. Our society is 50% obesity rate. People vote and act in a way that the TV tells them to. They're basically aggressively conforming and then trying to shame other people with like masks and things like that. They're afraid of things they don't understand or know anything about. They don't critically think. They don't question anything. They don't go to source material. I could go on and on with the amount of dogmas and bad beliefs and judgments and labels and just complete and utter lack of awareness and intelligence, knowledge. All of it, really. It's a sick society. So ask yourself the next time you're doing something to try to conform to this sickness, if that's really what you want to do, and if that even matters. And just even analyze, like, what's the worst that can happen? Somebody might say something to me. I might get a negative comment on YouTube. Like, who fucking cares? There's a Mark Twain quote. It's something like, I think he says, in my old age, I've had a great many troubles in my life, most of which never happened. Or I've had a great, something like that. Look it up. It's pretty clever because he's a clever dude. But it's like, the point is, most of the things that we're afraid of never happen. Literally never happen. Most of that bad feedback or that people are going to freak out if we tell them something, most of the time that doesn't happen. Or it's like minor or lasts a second and it's over. Fear is just a very strange emotion. Like in the wild, we get it, I understand it, but like in our modern world, we're not adapted to it. So it manifests in very strange ways. Very, strange, very limiting, dangerous, bad thinking patterns. Like it manifests in a lot of really bad ways for the modern human, really. That's what it comes down to. So just remind yourself, like, don't conform to a sick society unless you want to be another member of the sick.